Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, the Hex Guy from NYC Razor here, and if you cannot tell by the background already of where I am now in college. Yes, I've been here for about the past almost 2 weeks now, and it's actually really fun. I'm having a great time here. It's really cool. But I don't have a lot of time to record anymore, so I'm using this opportunity right now when I don't have any more classes until 7 o'clock tonight to try to record. This video was supposed to go up like 2 days ago. It's going up 2 days late. It's pretty late, but I just haven't been able to find any time to be able to record these games. I'm also like barely even able to have the time to like build and prep and mock and all that kind of stuff. So it is pretty difficult, but nonetheless, we are back with week 7 of the NPL. This week we are going up against RizzyPOW and the Phoenix Sunfloras. But the Sun Currents are still definitely better, just saying. So, I'm going to put Riz's team up on the dock, up on the screen so you guys can see what we're going through as we're going through the team builder. The first couple things I just want to point out about Riz's team: his team has a lot of scary offensive threats. He does have Kieran Black with Z move, which is scary as hell. He has Gengar, he has Greninja, both very fast, hard-hitting attackers, and he does have Mega Aerodactyl, which is insanely fast and hits very, very hard. So his team is a very big offensive threat to us, but I think we do have ways to be able to out-offense his offense, I think. Maybe. I don't know. So, going up first, we have Just Incredible, the Mega Latios, with Psychic, Surf, Draco, and Roost. Psychic pretty much being an all-encompassing stab move. Surf would be mostly for things like the arrow, and then we also have Draco Meteor, which pretty much demolishes everything on his team except for a fairy type, which if I do believe correctly, he does have Clefable, which is a very, very big check to Mega Latios. But everything but Clefable, Draco Meteor hits very, very hard, and then Roost, just to get back some HP if we do. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, no time to record. Everyone's always at my door. We're doing something, stuff like that. Shit happens. It's fine. But nonetheless, we are back. We just went over to Mega Latios, so now we're going to move on to Save Yourself, the Azumarill Choice Bandit with Aqua Jet, Play Rough, Waterfall, and Knockoff. The biggest counter that he has to this Azumarill is his Lantern, which can hard check my Azumarill and my Thundurus, but he does have to pick between Volt Absorb and Water Absorb. So, and a Banded Play Rough to a Lantern definitely does kill 100%. So, it's all the matter of fact of which one he does decide to bring on his Lantern. I do think it'll most likely be Volt Absorb because Thundurus is more of a threat to his team than the Azumarill is. But the Azumarill does hit very, very, very hard against his team. A lot of things don't want to take a Waterfall or a Play Rough or even really an Aqua Jet against this thing. And it can pretty much eat up a couple hits and get some nice hits off. So, I think Azumarill is actually really good in this matchup. Then we have You'll Be Sorry, the Thundurus Therian, Fight EMZ with Agility, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave, and Focus Blast. And now the reason I believe we're fighting EMZ is because of Kieran Black. And now the thing is, he can run Chople, and if he runs Chople, a normal Focus Blast will not kill, but I'm pretty sure a Fight EMZ Focus Blast will kill. So that's pretty much what this Thundurus Therian is here to do for. It's pretty much here to Agility up, outspeed any sort of Scarfers he has, and then kill the Kieran Black with a Z Focus Blast. That is pretty much the role of this Thundurus Therian. Agility also helps it outspeed the Mega Arrow with the speed that it does have, because I am running enough speed to outspeed Kieran Black at max speed, Jolly or Timid. So it definitely outspeeds Arrow at +2, and Thunderbolt pretty much cleans up everything else. Sludge Wave is for the Clefable. Again, the biggest counter he does have to this is the Lantern, which is a very, very bulky special wall that will not take much from any of these hits. And this is why I do believe he will be Volt Absorb, is because Thundurus does pose a much bigger threat to his team than Azumarill does with its move pool. So that's what I'm thinking he's going to be. But this Thunder set, I think, is actually be able to put in a lot of work. Then we have Sayonara, the Mienshao, Choice Scarf, Reckless with High Jump Kick, Knockoff, U-Turn, and Poison Jab. I don't think Regenerator is the best ability for this sort of game. I need to be able to outpace and destroy his offense. So Reckless, Scarf, High Jump Kick is going to allow me to do that. I do have enough speed to outspeed Mega Arrow, I believe. If that's I'm pretty sure, yeah. And Knockoff, very good utility move. U-Turn, once again, just helps me get momentum. And Poison Jab for the Clefable, but High Jump Kick is going to be our main move of choice here. It pretty much destroys everything on his team except for Gengar, which will make me kill myself. But we'll see if he actually does bring it. I'm not sure if he will. And then we have one of our newest additions to the team. I did make some transactions the past week after my game of cheese. Entei and Chestnut are not on this team anymore, unfortunately. But we did make 3 new pickups. One of these pickups, 2 of these pickups being Ninetales and Venusaur for the Sun offense, and another one of these pickups being one of my favorite mons to use in lower tiers. I really do like this mon. Dusknoir or Carry the Coffin. Choice Bandit with Shadow Sneak, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Trick. Now, I think this set can actually do a lot of work against this team. Dusknoir has a pretty good attack stat. It has a very nice attack stat. It has decent defenses. It's low HP though, but its decent defenses does actually allow it to take a couple hits, and being banded, it can definitely take a couple hits and then kill some stuff back. Shadow Sneak will hit very hard. It'll help me take on the Gengar. Trick, if I can trick a Clefable, if he switches it in on my Dusknoir, that would be fucking awesome. Ice Punch for the Mega Arrow. Earthquake for Lantern. Like, I think Dusknoir does have a lot of potential to be a very viable mon in this matchup and in future games. I do think this mon is really nice. I think it's pretty solid, especially as a banded mon. I don't think it's that it could be very good defensively, but I do think that the offensive variants of Dusknoir are a lot better. So I'm very excited to use this mon, and I'm really excited to start using Sun offense later on. But this is what we're rolling with for now. And finally, we have Aerodactyl, our lead Focus Sash, Unnerved with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Taunt. The reason I am making this a Focus Sash lead is because I want to be able to get rocks up against this team, because he doesn't have great hazard removal, and if I can get rocks up for Cure and B, for Lantern, for Mega Arrow, that is great for me. It is honestly amazing. Earthquake, Edgequake, pretty much standard coverage, and then Taunt for Clefable. Max speed, max attack, that's pretty much all I need. And that is going to be the team for this week. I will see you guys when we get into the battle. What's going on, guys? We're back with the battle. Once again, this is week 7 of Season 7 of the NPL, going up against RizzyPOW and his Phoenix Sunfloras. A very difficult matchup. He does have a lot of offense. I have a lot of offense. So it's pretty much going to be his more kind of bulkier offense, I guess, against my offense, because he does have stuff like the Lantern and the Clefable, while I have more things like Dusknoir and Azumarill. So it's both kind of very offensive teams going at each other. Looking at what he brought, I didn't expect Mesprit. I forgot Mesprit was a thing on his team when I saw this matchup, because I didn't really focus on it as much, and I know how good Mesprit is. I use Mesprit in lower tiers. Mesprit is actually a very good mon, or at least I think it is. He did bring the Mega Arrow, he did bring the QB, he did bring Greninja, he did bring Clefable, and he did bring the Lantern. So pretty much everything I thought he would bring, except for the Mesprit, is there. I did think Gengar might come, because Gengar is a very, very hard-hitting threat against my team, and it does stop the Mienshao from just spamming High Jump Kick, but I guess he didn't bring it. I guess he didn't think he needed it. So I feel fairly confident in the matchup here, because I did predict mostly of what he was going to bring. So getting into the game, I'm going to lead with my designated lead Aerodactyl, and he's going to lead with the Mesprit like I thought. I am going to taunt it in case it wants to get up rocks, but he is going to go straight for the Energy Ball, which is a good play. Aerodactyl did not take much from that, so here I'm just going to get up my rocks, I believe, as he goes into Clefable, and I'm going to go for the taunt, because I don't want Clefable to do anything tricky. He is just going to go for Moonblast, and my Aerodactyl is going to take some damage, but that's fine. I don't need the arrow for anything, really. Here, I'm going to go into my Dusknoir, and he's going to get an unfortunate quit. So Dusknoir is going to lose a bit more HP than it should have, and I'm going to go for Trick. And basically, as of now, this Clefable has become pretty useless, and I'm fine with letting Dusknoir die for that Trick, getting some damage off, because I saw the rest of his team, and I didn't think Dusknoir would actually be that great. I think the Shadow Sneak priority would have actually been very good, but it's not too bad. Here, my only real play into Moonblast is going into a Azumarill to take 2 hits and go for Play Roughs. So Azumarill is going to get really, really low, and it's very unfortunate, but that's what happened to happen, and Azumarill is going to go down to the Mesprit Energy Ball. So here I'm going to go into my Thunderstarian, because I feel like he might have been a more offensive Specs variant. He's going to go straight into the Lantern like I thought to take the Sludge Wave. Didn't do anything. I'm going to switch it to my Mienshao because High Jump Kick definitely kills. Here he's actually going to sack his Kyurem Bee to the High Jump Kick, which I don't know what he was expecting there. Maybe he did expect the High Jump Kick. Maybe he just didn't think Kyurem Bee was useful. But Kyurem Bee being gone is really good. Here he's going to go into Mesprit. I'm just going to sack off my Aerodactyl, but he does get the rocks up, so he was rocks after all, which is good for him. So here my arrow's gonna go down, and his Mesprit's gonna get the leftovers back up. He's gonna have his rocks up. I'm going to go into my Mega Latios. I'm just gonna go straight for the Draco, and he stayed in because this is the first time I brought Draco on this Mega Latios so far this season, so I guess it was pretty unexpected, but it worked out for me in the end, which is really cool. So here, as he goes into Greninja, I'm going to go into my Thunderstarian to take a hit, because this Thunderstarian has pretty much not become too useful to me, and I just want to let it die so I can bring in my Mienshao safely, because Mienshao, High Jump Kick kills everything on his team. So I am going to kill the Lantern very, very easily, and here he's going to go back into his Greninja. And something that I did not expect to see here is that his Greninja actually is Scarf. I definitely thought about it before the play, but I think that was, and I could have gone into the Latios predicting the Scald, but I kind of didn't want to risk it anyway, because if he did predict it, then I still think I would have. Because then he would have just been able to go into Arrow, sack it to the Mienshao, and then go back into Greninja and kill. So I think that actually letting the Mienshao die here was a bit better, because Scarf Greninja outsped anyway, and my Mega Latios does have a chance to live a Dark Pulse from Scarf Greninja with the health range it's going to be at. With my investment. So here Mienshao is going to go down. I'm going to go into my Latios. It's going to be at 76, and here I took a 50-50 and I went for Surf, because I knew he couldn't afford to lose the Greninja, because the Greninja was his best shot at being able to kill me. But here's actually a very, 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 very crucial turn to actually decide the game. And you're going to see it right now. He Dark Pulse, and it crits. Now, the reason is, most people would actually think Scarf Greninja, that would probably kill the Mega Latios, since I have pretty much no HP or Spadef investment, really. I think I had like 4 in one of the two. But if he was Scarf Greninja and he wasn't modest, that mattered. If he was timid Greninja, which he was, he told me after the game that he was timid Greninja, that crit actually didn't matter. My Latios would have been able to take the hit, and I would have been able to win the game by going for Draco. So, I lose 1-0 to Riz, to a crit. So now I believe we are 2-5 -7 now. I don't have Photoshop on my laptop, so the differential and the record isn't going to be updated for this game, but just remember, we're 2-5 -7 now, which is very unfortunate. But this game really was decided on a crit. Like me and Riz both played pretty well. I definitely made a lot more mistakes than Riz did, I think, but it was a very well fought game. Unfortunate that it did have to end on a crit, but I do commend Riz for playing a good game. I definitely made a lot of mistakes. I don't think this was the best game that I could have played, but it definitely came down to the wire. So, congrats Riz on the win. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to beat up that like button down below. Comment about the battle, anything you want. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Chicago BEWEARS NPL content, and make sure to go into the description and subscribe to all the coaches and all the majors coaches, all the minors coaches, all the analysts. Make sure to go subscribe to the NPL channel. Subscribe to everyone. Watch all the battles. Support the NPL. Alright guys, I'm out.